no place to go. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
And welcome back to the Asha Everything channel, and it's Vlogmas, so y'all already know it's going up. So let's get this thing started. I am about to talk to y'all about what I want to talk about, and while I'm doing that, we about to set up this tree, so excuse this, y'all. Look, remember when I told y'all I'm about to have everything set up? Just know it's coming, so let me move this out the way. I feel like this is gonna be the best place for my tree to go. I was trying to figure out like what will be like the best, like, you know, aesthetic. So I have come to the conclusion this space is gonna be the best space. So I'm gonna bring the camera down in a little bit just so y'all can see, but let me go ahead and move everything that I'm about to unbox over here so that y'all can see. All right, y'all. Trying to get y'all to where, ooh. All right, can y'all feel like this is good? This is decent. Y'all can see me. Can y'all hear me? Okay. So I want to go ahead and take everything out so that y'all can see. So this is like the little bottom part. I guess I'm supposed to, mind y'all, this is my very first tree, so bear with me. Okay, let's get into the conversation because I know y'all like, girl, okay, the tree cute, but we want to hear our girl talk. So, when is the best time to confront your friends? And when I use the word confront, I use that loosely. Like, obviously, if you love someone and that person is your friend, like you really, you know, value your friendship with them. I don't necessarily mean like confront, like go off on them, like see, you know, what they, you know, just like be aggressive and mean. That's not what I mean. When I say when is the best time, I more so mean, okay, so I feel like there are times in a friendship, and y'all know when I talk to y'all about stuff, 9 times out of 10, if I'm talking to y'all about it, it's because I am currently going through it. So what I have been dealing with, or what I've seen lately in my own girl group, is we have a very hard time with being intentional and like telling each other how we feel. We do a whole lot of behind the scenes, if you know what I mean. And when I say behind the scenes, and I want y'all to let me know in the comments how you feel about this. I think I did this wrong. That's why I gotta undo this real quick. What I mean by behind the scenes, I mean like if you have a girl group and it's like 4 or 5 of y'all, if something's going wrong or you at odds, that's what we be saying. If you at odds with one, 9 times out of 10, you'll like call one of the other girlfriends and kind of ask if you tripping, or kind of be like, hey, such and such did this and that. I didn't like that. You know, should I say something? You pretty much just checking the temperature. That's what I like to call it. Checking the temperature to see like, is this the right time to say something? And then you have those friends that, you know, won't say nothing at all, but then they'll kind of feel a way about you. They'll feel a way towards you and won't never tell you like, girl, what you did affected me. So what I've been doing, or what I feel like is the best route to take, is when you're going through it, or you feel like, you know, your friend done disrespected you, or they've done something that you don't like, this is how I approach things. I tell my friends up front, like, hey, I don't like that, don't do that. That's the type of friend I am, and I will say some of my friends don't do well with confrontation. Like some of my friends, believe it or not, and maybe, you know, maybe we'll dive deeper into this for Vlogmas, and I might even bring some of the friends I'm kind of talking about on. But I fell out with my friends for years behind me being, I'm not gonna say I'm confrontational, but I am. And being confrontational is not a bad thing, but what I will say about it is everybody can't handle a strong personality, and I have a very strong personality, And I know it can come off as hard or harsh to some people and they can't take me. But me personally, I would much rather a person who is like how I am and you know what you getting up front. It ain't no discrepancies and not no pretendingness behind it, as opposed to somebody who isn't confrontational, isn't a kind of like aggressive, like, hey, this is how I'm feeling, what's up type of person, but they'll say all that behind your back, or they'll be indifferent with you when it comes to other people. You don't really know, you really don't know, you won't have an idea. So that's just the way I've been. But what I've learned is, you know, I have to check myself a lot of times too, because like I just told y'all, a lot of people can't handle that. A lot of people can't handle somebody being so like, hey girl, let's have this conversation now. So like, I'll give you guys an example. So me and one of my girlfriends recently just got into it, not like in a bad way, but we had a disagreement to where I felt like she overstepped her bounds. Like she said something that I didn't particularly care for, and it hurt my feelings because she kind of said it in front of other friends of ours. Hold on, y'all. It's like I'm literally struggling with this. I want this to be like me setting the tree and talking, so I'm gonna be right back. But I hope I don't forget, but I'll be right back. Whew. Okay, I'm back. I figured it out. I was over here like, how in the heck am I gonna get this daggone thing on here? But I got it. Okay, so back to what I was saying. So if you guys are also looking at this, make sure you stick this all the way in first, like this. And then you tie this to lock it in. But okay, so back to what I was saying. So she kind of said it in front of other people, and it just kind of made me feel like, now there's a time and a place. Just because you're a person that like to tell people up front how you feel, there's always a time and a place. And I didn't feel like that was the correct time for me to check her. And when I say check her, I'm using these terms loosely. My friends know that, you know, everything I say and do is out of love and not hurt. But at the same time, yeah, she needed to be checked. So, it's now the old me. I'm not going to say old because things change and I might be that girl again in the future. You just never know. But the old me would have kind of like said something right then and there and been like, hey. But I didn't. And so the reason why I chose not to say something right then and there is because there is a such thing as knowing how to read the room. And I felt like at that point, it wasn't appropriate because like I said, there were other people involved, other friends of ours involved, and that just wouldn't have been good. But the old me absolutely would have said something right then and there because, you know, I just kind of don't like that, and I hate when people just say stuff and maybe didn't mean to say it, but it's just kind of like, you know, I would be wanting people to be have a little bit more coof. I think that's what my old teacher used to say in middle school, like, have some coof about yourself, Miss Jackson. Hey, Miss Jackson, if you're watching. But anyway, so, and so inevitably what happened between me and her is I chose not to say nothing right then and there. But I absolutely gave it a day or two to just think, because that's one thing I'm going to be honest, I don't do well at. I don't be thinking, I just be saying. Hold on, y'all. Okay, I moved it up. I moved it up a little bit so y'all can be with me. So yeah, so I don't be just thinking, I just be saying. So make a long story short, okay, so I was so happy because this friend in particular is known for just being straight on people. She doesn't do well with confrontation, so because she don't want to go back and forth and do all this and that, she's the friend. Let me see if this might be Uber, y'all, because I ordered me some pizza. Oh, wait, hold on. Sarah has my order. Let me see what Sarah at, child. Oh, 8 minutes. Okay, boom. So, as I was saying, this friend in particular, she will be straight on you. She will not talk to you no more. You will never hear from her again. Because she feels like, you know, she's just not doing all that. You know, every friend is different, but this time she took a different approach. I feel like she knew that she had upset me, and she knew what she said probably made me feel like that was out of bounds. So her usual is to just let me reach out to her and kind of go off or whatever, say whatever. But she actually reached out to me first and apologized, said she was sorry. And that's not her norm. So that really like made me happy. I told her I loved her. I was like, oh my God, I'm so happy you said something first, because I didn't want to be the one to say something. My bad, y'all. I didn't want to be the one to say something, and then, like, say for instance, she didn't understand what I was mad about, or she felt like she didn't do nothing wrong. That could have went so left. So I just wanted to tell y'all that story really quickly. But when it comes to friends and confrontation, this is my advice to you. And then I'm gonna stop for a little second because, well, child. Matter of fact, let me bring y'all back down. I thought I was gonna be able to do this treat and talk, but it's a lot, y'all. I might just have to show y'all the finishing. But one thing I want to tell y'all about friends and confrontation is read the room. Learn what kind of friend you have. Learn what kind of dynamic y'all friendship has been built on. If you've always been that person that's kind of loud and more so like aggressive and just say what you say, basically I'm talking about myself, then your friends should know how to deal with you. Your friends should know, like, I know how she is. This is how she's gonna handle this, and you just prepare yourself for that. If you know that your friend is the type that is not confrontational and kind of like bags up and doesn't really know how to articulate, say what they mean, say you hurt their feelings, then my best advice to you is to learn that person and know how they are, and so that if you guys have a disagreement or something happens, you know how to talk to that person. But more so than anything, like, you know what I hate to see, y'all, the most out of anything? What I hate is when you and your friend get into it, and you, like, prime example, me and my friend, how we just had that little situation not too long ago. Like, I've seen so many times where a girl will be like, oh, my friend did such and such to me, I'm straight on her, I ain't got nothing else to say, and they go months and years without talking to each other. But then, and I hate to bring them up, but I gotta bring them into the equation, these men. But then when it comes to these men, we ready to have a conversation. We begging to have a conversation. We pulling up to their house in an unmarked car behind it. You see what I'm saying? Like, we're doing that behind these men, but when it come to our friends and the girls who've been with us for years and then held us down, we be so ready to be dismissive, so ready to be like, girl, bye, just to get like, I hate that. And it's so crazy because when her and I had the conversation, I brought that up and I was just kind of like, you know, I'm so glad that's not the approach we took. I'm so glad we looked at this as though this was a relationship, like, between us instead of a friendship. I feel like we value our relationships with people so much more than our friendships, and I think that's messed up. I think it should be equal. I think it should be the same energy. Your girlfriends be with you throughout all the situations, anything you have going on in your life, and they'll be thereafter. Some of them will be, but it's like with these guys, they be here today, gone tomorrow, whatever, and we just be so ready to beg and plead and get on our bending knee for them. And then with our friends, we be ready to say, all right, this girl done made me mad, she done pissed me off, she done said something out of line. Bye, girl. Like, we be so ready to be done, and I just hate that. I just hate that. But like, y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments, because I just want a dialogue. I'm thinking about going live and doing lives too, because I want to talk to y'all and get, you know, just go back and forth. But I just really feel like, you know, saying something to your friends, confronting your friends is so hard because you just don't know how it's gonna go. But what I can tell you is lead with love. Like, that's what I've been working on, and that's what I've been doing. Like, when I've been having ailments with my friends or feeling a type of way, I try to lead with love, meaning like, hey, you know, and another thing I also try to do is, like, if I'm talking with my friend, I also try to say, hey, you ask for my advice, I'm gonna give you my advice. Or if I feel like it's something like where I have to say something, I'm gonna say, hey, I may be out of bounds, but I have to tell you how I feel. Like, nothing is wrong with doing that, and I feel like we need to normalize telling our friends what's up. And our friends, we need to normalize accepting what your friend has to say and not feeling like that person is attacking you or that person is not want to see you happy. Like, I've told you guys this on this channel before. Like, I want to bring the camera down a little bit more. I know y'all like, girl, just keep talking, we ain't worried about this, but I just hate when stuff be looking so just not good. But like, I've told you guys this on this channel before. Like, I fell out with my best friend of years. I'm talking about since elementary school, because she literally thought I was hating on her because I seen what she couldn't see as far as like her relationship. I seen it. I saw how that was going to end. I saw it was where it was trending. And instead of her taking, you know, not even taking my advice, but instead of her being like, you know what, I don't have to like what she's saying, but she's probably saying something true. I haven't seen it that way. Or just her like listening to me and just saying, okay, I get what you're saying, but I don't want your advice right now. Instead of her saying that, it was just like, oh, you hating on me. You don't want me to be happy with this man. And we just didn't talk after that for like maybe like a year or so. And I just thought that was weird. Like, why? It just, and again, I hope I'm not striking no nerves, but it's like, we have to stop doing that, y'all. Like, let me check and make sure my pizza not outside. Because you just never know with these people. They be, oh, it definitely say 1 minute away. But back to what I was saying, like, we just have to do better when it comes to like not just pushing our friends off to the side because we got these men, or if we have a conversation and your friend does something you don't like. My approach is saying something right then and there. In my opinion, when you sit and you let something fester, it gets worse. If somebody do something to you today and then you want to wait a week to process, I don't know about you, but for me, after a week, I'm straight on that. I don't got, like, after a week has passed, my mind, I'm done with it. I like, it's either I don't care no more and I'm not gonna bring it up, or I done moved on from that person. I just feel like if something's bothering you, it's better to say something right then and there, because then it's gonna become this whole, like, where is this coming from? Like, why is you just not bringing this up? Because I'm gonna be honest, I'm that person. If my friend got some ailments with me, like if one of my friends called me right now and say, girl, you did something to me and last month that I ain't thought, that I'm just not saying something about, I'm gonna be like, girl, what? I'm gonna be like, girl, for real? Like, you know, I'm gonna try to be understanding. Y'all, my pizza person is outside. Okay, y'all. Back, had to go get my pizza. So, as I was saying, like, I don't even know where I left off at. But all in all I'm saying is, just know your friends. And sometimes, like, I think it's just important to read the room and know your friends. Like I said, in my opinion, it's never a perfect time to have that talk, to have a lemon squeeze, to have an intermission, whatever intervention, I'm sorry, whatever you want to call it. It's not ever really a bad time or like a perfect time. You just have to say something and hope for the best. And be tactful too. Like, one thing, you know, even I have to work on this, is just being tactful and knowing how to talk to your friends. If you love somebody and care about them, you don't have to be so abrasive. You don't have to be so, like, just say what you mean and mean what you say. Now, of course, everything is still tailored to the issue at hand. Like, I don't know what the problem could be. It could be that you saw them trying to talk to your man, or you seen them talking behind your back. Now, stuff like that, I ain't the best give you no advice on that. I ain't even gonna sit here and try to say, girl, just be cool, because I probably wouldn't. But like, if it's something like a disagreement, or maybe a tone, or maybe something somebody said that didn't sit well in your spirit, I feel like just know your friend and say something to them as soon as possible. Like, I feel like when you wait and it just time done pass, I don't know if that's the best way to do it. Cause like I said earlier, like if my friend called me and be like, girl, you did something to me last year, I'm gonna be like, girl, come on now. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, anywho, all in all, I know we were supposed to be, y'all supposed to be helping me get this tree together. But baby, I might have to just get the tree together in a whole nother vlog, a whole nother day, because I can't talk to y'all and be genuine and do that at the same time. It's not hard. But I hope I hope this resonates with somebody's soul. Let me know in the comments if you've ever had to be confrontational, and like, what's your process? Like, do you sit and think about it first? Like, what am I gonna say? How am I gonna say it? Or are you somebody that just jumps head first and be like, hey, girl, I don't know what you got going on, but we ain't doing that. Like, what kind of friend are you? And do you feel like your method is the best way, or do you feel like you could be better? Me personally, I feel like I can always get better and do better, but at the same time, one thing I will say is Same energy I have with my men is the same energy I have with my friends. Like, you know, I try to keep it on the same playing field because, like I said, I hate to see those situations where we cut those friends off and be done with them, but then, like I said, be begging and pleading for that man to stay. It's just like, it's crazy. We shouldn't be doing that. So, anywho, hope you guys are enjoying Vlogmas thus far. I'm trying to keep it going, y'all. I hope you guys, again, enjoyed the intro. You know, your girl do a little something. But Vlogmas is not gonna be all about us sitting talking. I know y'all love these though, but it's gonna be fun stuff too. We gonna do a lot. So I'm excited, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Hopefully the tree is up and looking good the next time I film. So we just gonna go from there. But I love y'all so much, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video.